Happy start to your day, or whenever you're going to find this. This is a magical morning practice, or in my case, magical anytime I want practice, because if I don't have anywhere to be, I will take my sweet time, and I love that so much. I hate being rushed in the morning, but I'm in a time period where I am just taking my time and getting the rest that I need, and being a lot in my head, and that's a lot of why I take these walks, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful that I have a place by the river where I can walk around and be by myself, and that it's a little cooler down by the water, and that I can find shade spots, because I thought that I was starting my day light enough today that it wouldn't be that hot, and I was wrong. But that's okay. I've got my bay waters on me. I love drinking bay water, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that my mom texted me when she arrived at the place that she was going today. It made me feel really considered and comforted that she arrived safe. I'm grateful for so many things that I'm learning about why people are the way they are. I love armchair psychology. I've always been fascinated with the way that people work and why the way they are, and the tools to be able to be who they want to be, who they truly are, not just what the world made them when safety meant doing whatever the grown-ups said. And I'm grateful that I got a notification that my book arrived a day early, so when I'm done with my walk, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna start reading it like crazy. I cannot wait, especially because I've been watching interviews by the author, and I've been getting little teasers of what book 2 is like, and there's some of the most beautiful language in it, and I want to study it. I'm grateful that I slept really hard last night, and I had really weird dreams. But I always think that's a good thing. If I'm in deep sleep and I'm having really weird dreams, that's something to understand and to appreciate. And I'm grateful that I have this time and I'm not worried about rushing. And I'm grateful for I already mentioned things that I'm learning. There are so many things that there are people that I wish I could send them to, and I can't, because you can't do that. It just, unless that's part of the way you converse, it just doesn't work like that. And that has me sad, but I'm grateful that I can feel all the feelings that I'm feeling. And I'm grateful that I know that I'm probably the most cyclical person that I know, so I can appreciate the beauty and the pain at the same time, and that the pain will become the minimal part soon, and then the joy will become the maximum part soon again, and then it'll cycle through again as it always does, and that's okay. But because I'm a big girl, I have tools, I have friends, I have opportunities, and so for the rest of my day, I read like a fiend, and I loved my book so much. I got my toes wet in the river. I got loving messages from supportive people, and I sent loving messages and support and gratitude and appreciation to others, because I want people to know how much I love them. And I'm grateful that I'm in this transitional spot, but it's not where I was. And I am grateful for the heat. I'm gonna say it. I'm grateful for summertime. I love summertime weather. And I remember when I moved to Massachusetts years ago, I swore to myself I would never complain about the weather again. because everybody around me complained about the weather. I actually moved there the week of a hurricane, and I forgot that it was a hurricane, and I got stuck buying groceries in the middle of said hurricane, and I ended up sleeping like the night in my car in a parking like garage area because everything had shut down by the time I got my groceries. And I fed myself on my creamsicle pops because they were gonna melt anyway. But then I got home safe the next day, and I was in my new apartment, and everything was fine. And I was like, I've just lived through a hurricane. I can do this. That's cool. And I had 4 square seasons, and I understood what that was like. So that was where I was like, ah, I just slid off my rock. I'm sorry. That was when I was like, I've lived in extreme heat and dryness and winters that would never ever end, and springs that were gorgeous for a whole 2 days, and then we'd get a blizzard again, and then like summers that were super hot and dry and like endless, and then the sun would go down and like it would suddenly drop to 30 degrees. So like I'm never gonna complain about the weather. I'm grateful for all of it. You can shelter, like, do your part for the environment. I try to. I'm not good at it, but I try. But it takes all of us. But like, humans are the most adaptable creature on the planet. So that's where I'm going. That's what I'm going to be. And I had a wonderful windfall. And when the long term came around, I took away all of my lessons. I was able to share them with people that they were receptive to. And I had a wonderful financial opportunity. I was supported and carried and like so jazzed up for when school started again. And I excelled in my classes because that was my focus, and nothing could stop me from it. And I had wonderful feedback from my professors who really helped me blossom, and like just the horizon was endless in every direction. Like no obstructions for the whole 360. Okay, I love you. Do this with me. It's awesome.